top 5 Dallas Cowboys of the 20. No. Fuck that. Top 7 Dallas Cowboys of the 2000s. It wasn't going to be a top 5. There's too many dudes. I had to add 2 more. I know it's cheating, but I wanted to make top 10. There's that many dudes. And not only is it top 7, but I threw an asterisk in there for a what could have been. Someone that could have crept in this list. This list was hard. So many good dudes, so many good players have come through the hallways of the Dallas Cowboys in these past 23 years. But let me grab my handy dandy because it did take a list. Number 7, the General, Sean fucking Lee. What an animal. I loved watching Sean Lee, the best linebacker we've had since the year 2000, hands down. I don't even think there's a second. If there is and I forgot, put it in the comments because Sean Lee was everything. Strong, fast, physical, instinctual. He liked to study. He represented the star so well. The perfect guy you want on your team. If it weren't for his poor body, just not able to stay healthy at all, he would have shot way up this list. But I loved Sean Lee. I wish he'd come back and coach for us. You know, the heart of an animal, of a lion. I don't want to say that because it's Micah's deal, but he did. He had the heart of a lion. Sean fucking Lee, thank you for your service, sir. You were a pleasure to watch. Number 6. What an animal. Another guy that represented the star like no other. DeMarcus Ware. What an animal. What a stud. So fun to watch him. I'm so glad we got him. There was a fight in the draft room that night over Sean Merriman and DeMarcus Ware. We got the right guy. He was a wrecking ball. He was everything. He represented the star well. Great guy. Wish we could have kept him. Happy to see him get a Super Bowl in Denver. Wish to God he had got a Super Bowl in Dallas. It wasn't to be, but what a great man. What a great player. Relentless. He still represents the star well. I love DeMarcus Ware. He's in the Hall of Fame. He deserves it. He's in the Ring of Honor now. He deserves it. So number 6, DeMarcus Ware. It was a pleasure. Thank you, sir. And handy dandy. Number 5, a newcomer, the best cornerback we've had since the year 2000, Trayvon Diggs. He started off a little rough. And a rough, not like in a sucky way, but he was just interceptions and he would allow a bunch of touchdowns. But he's really shaped up into a great coverage corner that cornerbacks do not want to take the chance and test him because he's got the best ball skills in the NFL, hands down. And when he comes back from injury, it's going to take him a little bit, but when he gets back to form, I do believe he'll be the best corner in the NFL. He's a complete package. He's fast, he's long, he's rangy, he's got great instincts, and if the quarterback does fuck up, the ball's his. So Trayvon Diggs, number 5, thank you, sir, for your services and many years to come. Number 4, this guy isn't really what you think about when you think about a Dallas Cowboy, but he was a monster. He helped transform us from that funk after the glory years. We had the glory years, then we had those just hell years. So Terrell Owens, T.O., get your popcorn ready. What a fun guy to watch, man. He was so dominant. Him and Romo were so dominant. They just flung us out of those funky years. And it breaks my heart to think about that botched snap in Seattle. Disgusts me. What horrible luck we've had over these past couple of years. And one of these days, the bad luck dam is going to break the other way, and we could just go on a serious glory years run again because we've really been primed to make some moves. But Terrell Owens, not the greatest example or guy you want representing the star, but still he was a Cowboy, and respect is respect. Number 3, Jason Witten. Again, hands down, best tight end we've had since 2000. It's not close. Jake Ferguson may get there. He's got a lot of potential. He's got a lot of the same traits as Witten. Witten was everything you'd want in a tight end. He always found some way to get open. I have no idea how the defense knew what he was doing, but he still found a way to get open. He can block. He was a leader. There's some stories coming out that maybe he wasn't the best locker guy. He was kind of a progress stopper, which I can believe in his shoes. I get it. But anyways, enough of the bad talk. Jason Witten, best tight end we've ever had. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. Probably a first ballot. But he's going to be a Hall of Famer. There's no doubt about it. Number 2 is going to be controversial. And people are going to get mad. But he probably will be our number 1. Micah Parsons. And the only reason he's not number one, he's only been here 2.5 years. So anything can happen. He could fall off a cliff. Something could happen. I don't know. He can get traded. We can cut him. I don't know. But right now, Micah Parsons, the best defensive player that we've had since the 2000s, as of right now. He's still got time. He's still got to keep doing this over the long run. But on the way he's going, he's projected. His projections, I don't see. He's got so much heart and drive. I can't see him slowing down. So this list will get updated one day, and I'm sure Micah Parsons won't just be the best in the 2000s, but probably all-time best Cowboy. But as of right now, let's slow our roll. Micah Parsons, number two. I don't have to go on and on about him because everyone knows he wrecks every game. He's fun to watch. He represents the star. He wanted to play for the Cowboys. Come on, how awesome was that? He wanted to play for the Cowboys. That whole I forgot what show that was, but they followed him around in the draft process, and he really wanted to be a Cowboy. And Jerry made it happen for him. Good for you, Jerry. It was luck, I know, but hey, sometimes you get lucky. Number one. This is going to be controversial because you're going to be like, this motherfucker over Dez. Well, I slipped. Dez Bryant, number one. He was so dominant. Him and Romo, so dominant. You could just throw the ball up 50-50 balls. They weren't 50-50 balls. They were Dez's balls. Dez's balls. That's what she said. He was so dominant. He was physical, fast. He could do it all. He could block. He could catch. He could return kicks, punts, you name it. He could do it all. I wish we could have found a way to keep him. And another one that makes me sick is I would have loved to see what Romo and Dez could have done if that catch was ruled a catch in Green Bay. We've had some tough luck, but Dez Bryant was so dominating, man. He was probably the most dominant receiver I've ever seen, just hands down. Maybe, I mean, I know Megatron and Randy Moss, but Dez Bryant's definitely in that mix. He was just a monster, and he represents the star well. He still does. He's still like diehard Cowboy, which God, you gotta love that. He's just a dude. He's always been a dude. Number one. Now, from my asterisk guy, this is a what could have been. This guy could have definitely been on this list. And it just sucks that he just didn't have the heart or the will to play football because he had all the tools. But David Irving, oh, God, that guy could have been a complete and utter game record. Imagine having Micah Parsons' heart in David Irving's body. He could have maybe been one of the best players of all time. And it's really sad that he just didn't give a shit. I'm sure he regrets it. But what a monster he was and could have been. He was when he wanted to. That's the shitty thing about Irving is he just needed that want a little bit more. And I think it was weed that he wanted more. And it sucks, because now that's just like it's not even a big deal. So it's kind of bad timing for him. But I just still don't think he had the heart for it. So, anyways, that's my 2023 top Cowboys from 2000 to 2023. If you disagree with me, it's cool. Let me know. I could be a schmuck, but that's my top. And let me know what you think. Later.